Can we have a huge round of applause? Honorable speakers, distinguished dignitaries, teaching and non-teaching staff of our esteemed institution. The broad sun is sinking down in tranquility. The glittering stars on the late evening, dark blue sky announce the arrival of a great evening.
On behalf of Maharaja Agrasen Institute of Management Studies, Department of Law, I, Raghav Sharma,
and I, Anshika Jain,
take immense pleasure in welcoming you to the valedictory ceremony of MAIMS 3rd National Moot Court Competition 2022. On this occasion, we have with us Honorable Mr. Justice Chandradhari Singh, Delhi High Court,
Honorable Mr. Justice Sachin Datta, Delhi High Court,
Professor Amanullah Mukhmedov, Tashkent Law University, Uzbekistan,
Dr. Nand Kishore Garg, Founder Chairman and Chief Advisor MAIMS,
Shri Vineet Kumar Lohia, Chairman MAIMS in absentia,
Shri Jagdish Mittal, Vice Chairman MAIMS,
Shri T.R. Garg, General Secretary MAIMS,
Shri Mohan Garg, Joint General Secretary MAIMS,
Shri Anand Gupta, Treasurer MAIMS,
Shri Rajneesh Gupta, Secretary MAIMS,
Professor S.K. Garg, Director General MAIMS,
Professor Dr. G.P. Govil, Advisor MAIMS, Professor Dr. Rajni Manotra Dhingra, Director MAIMS,
Dr. Praveen Kumar Gupta, Head Department of Law MAIMS,
respected heads of department,
respected faculty members from various institutions and dear students.
We heartily welcome you all.
It is a matter of great privilege and honor for us that the valedictory ceremony of our 3rd National Moot Court Competition is on the occasion of the 73rd anniversary of the Indian Constitution.
Vidya Didati Vinayam, Vinayad Yati Patritam, Patratvad Dhanapadruti, Dhanad Dharmam Tatha Sukham. It means knowledge gives humility. From humility, one attains character. From character, one acquires wealth. And from wealth comes good deeds, righteousness, and happiness.
It's our holy tradition to worship our goddess Ma Saraswati before every important event. So, let's dedicate a prayer to Ma Saraswati. For that, I request all the dignitaries to come upon the stage for the lamp lighting ceremony as a tribute to Ma Saraswati, goddess of knowledge.
Sa 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 ni ni sa ni pa pa ni pa ma pa ma pa ga ma pa ni
It is said that offering prayers to Goddess Ma Saraswati changes the aura, the places, people's surroundings, and I hope we all can sense those positive vibes around. Now, I request Dr. Nand Kishore Garg to felicitate our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Chandradhari Singh sir. Can we please have a big round of applause?
I request Shri T.R. Garg ji to felicitate our guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice Sachin Datta.
I request Shri Mohan Garg ji to felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Amanullah Mekhmedov. Now, I would like to call upon the student convener, Ms. Grishita Chopra, and co-convener, Mr. Prince Grover of the Moot Court Society to deliver the introductory remarks.
If your teacher, coach, or mentor believes you can do something, you are more likely to do it. This quote truly justifies our endeavor and dedication to work hard to make this event a great success. Without the support and belief of our teachers, Dr. Nisha Dhanraj, faculty convener, and members, Dr. Swati, Dr. Deepa, Ms. Madhura, and Mr. Surya, we would never have been able to pull off such a mega event. They acted as our exemplary guiding lights to help us achieve this massive feat. A very good evening to our dignitaries and to each one of you present here. I, Prince Grover, along with Ms. Grishita Chopra, feel privileged to welcome you all to the celebration of 73rd National Constitution Day 2022 and valedictory ceremony of MAIMS 3rd National Moot Court Competition 2022. I would also like to thank our college management, respected Chairman Sir, Director General Sir, Director Ma'am, and our HOD Sir, under whose supervision and constant support this competition is organized at national level. This year, we have received a fabulous response of 49 teams pan-India.
The moot proposition for MAIMS 3rd National Moot Court Competition 2022 was based on POCSO and criminal law and was curated by Dr. Anant Vijaymaria, Advocate, Supreme Court of India. The competition aims to provide a platform for students across India to showcase their advocacy skills and research skills by competing in a professional and challenging environment. The purpose of organizing this competition is to help participants nurture their prime advocacy skills. We organized this event in hybrid mode, where we had our inaugural ceremony on 11th of November, and the curtains of this mega event were opened by Honorable Ms. Justice Asha Menon, former Judge, Delhi High Court, and Mr. Priyank Kanungo, Chairman, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. The preliminary rounds and the quarter-final rounds were conducted in virtual mode on 12th of November, from where 4 teams from IIS Dehradun, School of Legal Thought Kerala, Ramaiah College Bangalore, and Symbiosis Law School Noida, each in no particular order, qualified for semi-final rounds. And from them, we have Symbiosis Law School Noida and Ramaiah College qualifying for final rounds and was adjudged by Dr. N.K. Behl, Dr. Upma Gautam, and Mr. A.K. Chaturvedi. The advanced rounds were conducted in offline mode, and the results of the same shall be announced shortly. With the gracious support from our sponsors and partners, this year we have cash prizes worth rupees 75,000, along with other benefits worth thousands of rupees. The dream of organizing this competition started in July 2022. With the hard work and contribution of all the members of the organizing committee, this dream has been executed successfully. We are truly grateful to one and all for being a driving force in making this event a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, Grishita and Prince, for your informative remarks. The guidance and constant support of Professor S.K. Garg, Director General MAIMS, has helped MAIMS grow swiftly and exponentially. Sir joined MAIMS as a Director General in August 2019, after retirement from Deen Dayal Upadhyay College of Delhi University, wherein he served as the principal for over 2 decades. In his 42 years of rich career, he has been a member of various committees of Delhi University, University Grant Commission, and Ministry of Human Resource Development, including the National Knowledge Commission's Working Group on Higher Education. He has also the Ambassador for Peace Award by the Universal Peace Federation. We request Director General Sir to deliver the welcome address and share his words of wisdom with the August House. Sir, please.
Thank you very much for the kind words. Honorable Justice Chandradhari Singh, Chief Guest for today's event, Justice Sachin Datta, again Judge in the High Court of Delhi, Professor Amanullah, Professor at Tashkent Law University, Uzbekistan, Dr. Nankishore Garg, Founder Chairman of MAIMS and Chancellor Maharaja Aghasen University, Baddi, Shri T.R. Garg, General Secretary MAIMS, Shri Mohan Garg, Joint General Secretary, Shri Rajneesh Gupta, Secretary MAIMS, all invited guests, my colleagues and dear students. It's a great day in the history of our nation. Let me trace briefly, very briefly, how it all started. It was in December 1946 that a group of 207 people, which included 15 women, were assigned a task of making a constitution for India, which was going to be free sometimes in 1947. This group of 205 people deliberated over a long time. They had various options before them. They had various models before them. But the model for the Constitution of India which they chose was a model of complete equality. Equality in terms of gender, equality in terms of religion, equality in terms of economic status, and whatever you may talk of. It talked of that we will have a constitution which will give equal rights to every individual of the country. Although there were discussions and temptations also that if you restrict the rights, perhaps you can progress faster. And there are countries in the world which had given restricted rights to their citizens, and they have indeed progressed faster. But our constitution makers chose this path where everybody was given equal rights. Then on 19th August 1947, after India became independent, this Constituent Assembly chose to carve out a small group which was entrusted the job of writing the constitution for India. And this group was chaired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. It took almost 2 years to complete the work, and this constitution was adopted on 26th November 1949. It was accepted on 26th November to be implemented from 26th January 1950. This 26th January also has a history of its own. It was because on 26th January 1930 that the Congress has declared Purna Swarajya and had declared itself as an independent nation, although the British had not agreed. So 26th January had that significance, and that is why this constitution was effective from 26th January 1950. My friends, this constitution, the original copy of it is in calligraphy. Means it was not typed. It was written by hand. And the artist who wrote it was Mr. Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada. He is the one who wrote the entire constitution in his handwriting and signed each page below it as Prem. That was the only remuneration he accepted for doing this task. Thereafter, it was decided that there must be some illustrations in the constitution. And the work of providing those illustrations was entrusted to Shri Nandlal Bose, who was a student of Rabindranath Tagore, and he and his colleagues, they did a wonderful job by providing more than 20 illustrations, which included the scenes from Mahabharata, the scenes from Ramayana, the scenes from Himalaya, the rivers, Natraj, Shivaji, Lakshmibai, and many more. Freedom struggle, they depicted very well. So that was there in the original constitution. But over a period of time, somehow these illustrations were scrapped when copies of the constitution were made for circulation to ordinary people. These illustrations were removed from there, but the government now is in the process of bringing those illustrations back. You must have seen in our library a replica of the original constitution which is placed there, and it has every page signed by Prem and every illustration signed by Nand. Uske niche Nand is written. Friends, we have been for the last 3 years organizing a moot court competition at the national level. This is the 3rd year, and this moot court competition is one of the very important activities that our institution organizes for its students. Believe me, law education in the last 2 decades, rather if you focus in the last 1 decade, has undergone a sea change. The learning is by doing. The learning is not only classroom learning, not only learning through case studies, which was being done earlier. Now it is through various activities, various interactions with society that the learning takes place. And this moot court competition has been very successful, as has already been told. We started this activity on 12th November in hybrid mode, and the initial rounds were all in online mode, and today we had the semi-finals and the finals. The results will be shortly before you. With these words, I once again welcome all the dignitaries and the students on this occasion, and thank you all for sparing your valuable time for joining us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking words and rejuvenating the memories of our great leaders who contributed their keen efforts in making the Constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar once said, "Constitution is not a mere lawyer's document. It is a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of age." The Indian Constitution is a product of patriotic spirit, a thirst for social justice, and a never-dying spirit of unity in diversity, which originated from the minds of our country's most charismatic revolutionaries like Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, to name a few. To celebrate this auspicious day, let's have a look towards the journey of the framing of the Indian Constitution by our freedom fighters and revolutionaries through the short video.
Further, I would like to invite Dr. Praveen Kumar Gupta, Head, Department of Law, MAIMS, for recitation of the preamble of our Constitution. Sir has always been a pillar of strength and continuous support for the Department of Law. Sir, please.
Yes, I request everyone, please rise for recitation. हम भारत के लोग भारत को एक संपूर्ण प्रभुत्व संपन्न समाजवादी पंथ निरपेक्ष लोकतंत्रात्मक गणराज्य बनाने के लिए तथा उसके समस्त नागरिकों को सामाजिक, आर्थिक और राजनीतिक न्याय, विचार, अभिव्यक्ति, विश्वास, धर्म और उपासना की स्वतंत्रता, प्रतिष्ठा और अवसर की समता प्राप्त कराने के लिए तथा उन सब में व्यक्ति की गरिमा और राष्ट्र की एकता और अखंडता सुनिश्चित करने वाली बंधुता बढ़ाने के लिए दृढ़ संकल्प होकर अपनी इस संविधान सभा में आज तारीख 26 नवंबर 1949 ईस्वी मिति मार्गशीर्ष शुक्ला सप्तमी संवत 2006 विक्रमी को एतद् द्वारा इस संविधान को अंगीकृत, अधिनियमित और आत्मार्पित करते हैं। जय हिंद।
The fragrance of flower spreading only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to have with us Professor Amanullah Muhammadov, Tashkent Law University, Uzbekistan, who travelled all the way from Uzbekistan just to grace this event with his presence. For many years, he worked at the Tashkent State Law University. In 2011 and 2012, he worked as Vice Rector for Spiritual and Enlightenment Affairs. In April-June 2012, he returned to the Academy of Public Administration under the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan after working as the head of the Department of Fundamentals of State Structure and Management. In 2012-13, Rector worked as an Associate Professor of the Department of International Public Law. In 2017-18, as an Acting Professor of the Department of International Public Law, and since 2019, he has been working as a professor at the department. More than 40 of his works have been published in Uzbek, Russian and German. There are also links to pages related to Google Scholar, ResearchGate and other professional activities. I invite Professor Mukhmedov on the stage to address the gathering and share his expertise with us. Please, sir.
Namaste, प्यारे दोस्तों. Dear Indian friends, guests and students, we welcome you as participants of the national competition dedicated to the Indian Constitution Day. I express my gratitude to the organizers for the invitation, and I am happy to be with you today that I am taking part in this significant event. I would also like to express my great appreciation and gratitude to the administration of the Institute and gratitude your mentors for the attention and excellent organization in preparing students for the competition of knowledge. Currently, this competition has also included the participation of students from various universities in India. This gives us confidence and a sense of pride in the future generation of heirs of the great civilization and builders of modern India. Today, you have demonstrated your deep knowledge of the most important and topical issues of legal activity. I consider originality and extraordinary approach in resolving court cases within the framework of this competition as a distinct feature of the participants in the competition. And we fully understand their efforts and empathy, since we also ourselves were once lucky to the participants in such competitions. And it's quite understandable that the desire of many contestants of connect their future professional activities with jurisprudence, since participation in this competition is clear evidence of this. I would like to share some good news with you. Recently, Tashkent University of Law, where I work, translated the Constitution of India into Uzbek with the support of the Indian Embassy in Tashkent. I think this will allow Uzbek readers to directly get familiarized with the content of the Constitution of India, which reveals the Constitution values and traditions of the Indian people. I consider this publication to be another step towards strengthening a friendship between our peoples, a significant contribution to the scientific cooperation between the lawyers of India and Uzbekistan. In Uzbekistan, Constitution Day is annually celebrated on December 8 as national holiday. Uzbekistan is independent sovereign state, gained its independence 1991. Our country celebrated this year the 30th anniversary of the adoption of the Constitution. And today's competition, dedicated to the knowledge of the provisions of the Constitution, is aimed at forming an idea of the importance of observing the laws of the state and legal consequences, acquiring legal cultural skills, developing civic initiative and civic responsibility of students. I would like also to take the opportunity to congratulate the citizens of India on this significant event, which this year celebrates 75th anniversary of its independence through Azadi Ke Amrit Mahotsav. It is this year India and Uzbekistan jointly celebrate the 13th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations, which makes it special. I sincerely congratulate the participants and winners of the competition and wish your younger generation and their mentors good health and exhaustible creative energy and mastering the skills of the legal conscience of legal culture, successful professional growth in name of the serving their people. Hamare doste amarahe.
Thank you, Professor Mukhmedov, for marking your presence and providing us with such insightful and valuable knowledge of yours. It was indeed riveting experience to know that Sir has worked on the translation of Indian Constitution into Uzbek language. Nothing great will be achieved without great men, and men are only great if they are determined to do so. It is my proud privilege to call upon Honorable Mr. Justice Sachin Datta, Delhi High Court. Justice Sachin Datta pursued law and graduated from Campus Law Center, Delhi University in 1997, and thereafter commenced his practice in a wide variety of cases, including several landmark litigations in the field of arbitration and intellectual property. He represented the Union of India and several prominent public sector undertakings in the Delhi High Court and the Supreme Court of India. He was designated as a senior advocate by the Delhi High Court in August 2014 and was further elevated as the judge of Delhi High Court on 18th May 2022. Now, I humbly request your Honorable Lordship to kindly apprise us with your words of wisdom. Please, sir.
Honorable Justice Chandradhari Singh, my senior colleague from the Delhi High Court, and my friend philosopher and guide, Dr. Nand Kishore Garg, Founder Chairman and Chief Advisor, MAIMS, Professor Dr. S.K. Garg, Director General, MAIMS, Shri T.R. Garg, General Secretary, MAIMS, Shri Mohan Garg, Joint General Secretary, MAIMS, Shri Rajneesh Gupta, Secretary, MAIMS, Professor Dr. Rajni Malhotra Dhingra, Director, MAIMS, Dr. Praveen Kumar Gupta, Head Department of Law. Thank you for reciting the preamble in Hindi. Professor Amanullah Mukhmedov, thank you so much. It's a privilege to have you from Tashkent University. Members of faculty, my friends, it is my proud privilege to be here amongst you. Your enthusiasm is infectious, and I'm reminded of my younger days when I passed out about 25 years ago from the Campus Law Center. But seeing the talent that is visible in this room, I have no doubt that many of you will be at the pinnacle of the legal profession and whatever you may aspire to do in future. The faculty here has done a great job, and I would like to commend the faculty and the management for taking such great initiative. I believe the moot court competition has been a huge success. The talent which has been showcased has been absolutely remarkable. I've heard a lot about it, and I commend all the participants. We are at the fag end of a valedictory session on a Saturday evening, so I don't want to give too much gyan to you. I would just like to say 4 or 5 things to the participants. Events like these are really important to hone your skills. I don't know how many of you, I hope most of you aspire to pursue a career in litigation. I'm curious to know how many of you aspire to pursue litigation as a career. Can you raise your hands and tell? Good. So at least a significant number of you are interested in pursuing a career in litigation. How many of you are interested in pursuing a career in law? So overwhelming majority. So I can only say that the legal profession is going to be vastly enriched by your participation. So 4 or 5 points that I would like to say to my young friends. One, what is most important in the legal profession? Even more important than academic excellence, clarity of thought and expression. And events such as these will really help you hone your clarity of thought and expression. It is not important whether you are right or wrong. Ultimately, the law tends to take its own course. But for a lawyer and anybody in the legal profession, what is important is clarity of thought and expression. And I believe the youngsters today are really excelling in that direction, much more than in the days when I passed out from the college. The other thing that I would like to say is to all the participants here and to all students, you would be seeing, there would be people in the legal profession and in other fields that you look up to. And there's a lot to be imbibed from people. Some people tend to be idolized, looked upon. But remember, it's very important for each one of you to make your own style. Never try to be somebody else. That is one thing I would like you to remember. If you pursue your own style, be yourself, then success can never elude you. The third most important thing that I would like to say is, especially those, since most of you are interested in the legal profession and you would like to make this a career, well, this legal profession is demanding. And what you need is persistence. So if you decide to make this a profession, pursue it as a hobby, not as a vocation. It will help stand you in good stead. You are lucky to be part of such a great institution with all the opportunities that you get. So make the most of it. And to all the participants, to all the participants, I believe there are 49 institutes who participated in the moot court competition. And only a few of them, I believe, made it to the final. But to all participants, I would like to say that the more important thing is to participate, to be persistent. And I'm sure whoever has participated will be the better off for it. The end result does not matter. Each one of you is a winner, and I wish each one of you all the very best. That's all I would like to say. Thank you. It's great to be part of this expo. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Your Lordship, for sharing your immaculate experience and motivating the young leaders for tomorrow by your innovative ideas and suggestions. A pessimist complains about the wind, an optimist tries to change it, and a leader adjusts the sails. Adding to the grandeur with his legal knowledge and experience, we have with us our distinguished chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Chandradhari Singh, Delhi High Court. He enrolled as an advocate on July 20, 1994. Sir dealt in original civil, civil and criminal matters and practiced in trial courts, tribunals, commissions, along with honorable high courts and included service law, labor laws, electricity laws, excise and custom-related matters, contractual obligation, suits, complaint cases under Negotiable Instrument Act, arbitration matters, educational matters and other corporate and industry-related matters as counsel, and further went on to become an advocate on record in the Supreme Court. Other achievements of Sir include being Additional Advocate General for the state of Chhattisgarh, as well as standing counsel for various states. He was appointed as Additional Judge on September 22, 2017. Lordship further took as an oath Permanent Judge on September 6, 2019 and was further transferred to Delhi High Court on October 11, 2021. I request your Lordship to kindly enlighten this ceremony with his presence and purview.
Brother Justice Sachin Datta, Dr. Nandkishore Garg, Professor Amanullah, Tashkent Law University, Professor S.K. Garg,
Mr. T.R. Garg, Mohan Garg ji, Rajneesh Gupta ji, and Professor Dr. Rajni Malhotra Dhingra, Director. My dear friend who is sitting by front, Mr. Vinay Bhatnagar ji, all distinguished guests, teachers, non-teaching staffs, and my dear students. Namaskar. It is proud privilege to be present in this young and bright gathering. Coming here amongst you gives me remembrance of my days as a law student, when we did not have as many opportunities and resources, but had the zeal to attain knowledge, skills, and expertise in law. Today is a very important day. In the annals of India, when the entire nation is celebrating the Constitution Day, also known as the National Law Day, to commemorate the adoption of the Constitution of India. A grateful nation is today paying its obeisance to freedom fighters and the founding fathers of the Constitution. Our aim that has shaped the present and future of India, that is Bharat. Today is also a momentous occasion when India is celebrating the 75th years of Indian independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, where a young and mature democracy has steadfastly resolved to become a developed nation and to shun all the relics of the colonialism. Our Constitution is a living document and that has stood the test of time. Coming to the recourse, the citizens routinely add as well in the trying times. The constitutional courts, by way of their interpretations, and the members of legal fraternity have helped ensure that the letter and spirit of the provisions are brought into the effect in the best interests of the citizenry and the society at large. Today, friends, is an occasion to rejoice as well as retrospect. The joy is as evident on account of the adoption of our Constitution, while an introspection is warranted to compare and analyze our journey in the past 7 decades as an independent democratic republic and welfare state. What has been achieved and what remains to be done. We as a nation have made marvelous strides in our journey in various arenas and are pacing repeatedly towards achieving our position as Vishwaguru. However, there are several areas where a lot of work remains to be undertaken. As a people-centric welfare state, the Indian democracy needs to follow the Chanakya's dictum. Praja sukhe sukham rajya prajam tu hite hitam. That meaning thereby, in the well-being of the people lies the welfare of the state, and happiness of the people is the prosperity of the state. The Indian polity must remain rooted in this fundamental doctrine and work for increasing ease of the living and manifesting the aspirations and capabilities of Indian population. With changing time, we have faced challenges of all sorts. Quite recently, in the pandemic of COVID-19 that has had devastating impact on the lives of the people, still as a resilient nation, we have managed to cope up with it, from ensuring food security to handling the monumental burden on health infrastructures to vaccinating 1 billion people. The preamble of the Constitution of India guarantees access of justice in all its dimensions: social, economic, and political. As members of the legal fraternity, it is our solemn duty to ensure that justice or nyaya is made available, accessible, and affordable for all. In this context, it is pertinent to revisit the mantra given by a great freedom fighter, father of nation and lawyer of profession, Mahatma Gandhi. To quote, I will give you a talisman whenever you are in doubt or when the self becomes too much with you, apply the following test. Recall the face of the poorest and the weakest man whom you may have seen and ask yourself if the step you contemplate is going to be of any use to him. Will he gain anything by it? Will it restore him to a control over his own life and destiny? In other words, will it lead to Swaraj for the hungry and spiritually starving millions? Then you will find your doubt and yourself melt away, unquote. This is the mantra of Swaraj and a formula for good governance applicable to any individual in public life or holding a public office. If we as officers of law and the court in our day-to-day actions consciously perform our duties while keeping in mind the needs of aspirations of the last person in the society, the poor, downtrodden, deprived human beings, that they are made aware of their rights and remedies, that they can avail justice easily and timely. This will ensure that they get a dignified lives as embodied and guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. An empowered citizen will contribute towards an empowered and vibrant democracy. Thus, legal aid and legal literacy are two schemes of paramount importance that must reach the doorsteps of the underprivileged. Today, I have been informed that 49 teams from law colleges all across the India have participated in this competition to prove their method and hone their skills. The third edition of this esteemed moot court competition is based on subject that is the Criminal Law and POSCO Act. Moot court is a simulation of the court of law and gives beginners hands-on experience of advocacy that law colleges provide with an aim to inculcate in them the right skills, spirit and aptitude for advocacy. It is rightly put that without advocacy, amongst the mysteries of the vulnerable and the bottom of the society would be unheard and they would remain invisible. Young generation of law students from premier institutes like this in the recent past have been levitating towards lucrative careers in corporate firms, MNCs across India and abroad. So today I asked you people, the dear students, just like my brother Sachin Datta also asked, how many students interested in the legal profession? How many? All? Only few. And how many interested in joining the MNCs and corporate law? And others? Somebody is left, I think so. I must share one thing, you people. I just share with your director, professor, when I was having a tea with her and all others, that when the concept came for the 5-year course, the logic and philosophy behind that to produce good lawyers. But today I saw that most students are interested in joining the corporate sector, not in litigation. It is an alarming situation because the logic behind of the 5 degree course forfeited now. Therefore, I am requesting you people, please join litigations. Very adventurous area. Being a first generation lawyer, you may face some problems. But if you are continuing steadily, continuing the hard work, I can give you guarantee you must be successful. And I have no doubt to say that this profession is just like no limit, it's like a sky. The sky is a limit. Moot court, when I was a student in the law college, I think rarely the moot court was organized. Moot court is just a training. How to address in the courtroom, how to prepare, how to do research. All these things we have learned after 5-6 years career. And you have been trained in the being a student. When you join, I think you will be the 5 years ahead. I can share my personal experience. When I came in the Supreme Court in 1994, after the passing my law degree from the Delhi University, Justice Venkat Chalaiya was the Chief Justice. I entered in the Chief Court, Majesty of the Supreme Court. I saw the person who was sitting there, and just like a god, I came out and decided, yes, I will start my practice from Supreme Court. Then, first problem I faced about the chamber. Because I came from UP, Uttar Pradesh. I did my graduation from Hansraj and all things, Delhi University. But nobody was in family to recommend me for a good chamber. My one family friend has recommended me late Mr. Arun Jaitley. I went to the office of the Mr. Jaitley, that was in the Prithviraj Road at that time. I have no introduction with Mr. Jaitley. Big office. I entered there. I asked that this person has recommended me. I waited some time. He recommended me Honorable Justice Sanjay Karol office. And I joined Justice Karol. Now he is Chief Justice of Patna High Court. His office was in Johor. I was with him for a few months in Delhi High Court. But I was not enjoying the Delhi High Court that time. And one thought has come in my mind that, look, Mr. Singh, you are from Uttar Pradesh and I think you have no great career in Delhi High Court. You should join in Supreme Court because pan-India. You can get the cases from the Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, all this. Then I joined I then again went to the Mr. Jaitley. He said, sir, I wanted to join the Supreme Court. Please recommend me any advocate record, good advocate record. He was very kind to me. He recommended my name to Mr. Aneep Sajde. That time, he was one of the busiest advocate record. His office at Bengali Market, I went and joined. And then I started my career and now I'm here. So then a student, I must say, you all please join this career, litigation. And one thing I always remember, I can quote here Jaishankar Prasad, and this is a mantra for any success. That is, करता हूँ अविराम परिश्रम, खिलेगी कभी मल्लिका पुंज। आप अगर परिश्रम करते हैं और अनवरत करते हैं तो आपकी जिंदगी में जो सक्सेस आपको चाहिए वो जरूर मिलेगा। विश्वास रखिए और आई अगेन रिक्वेस्ट यू ऑल बेस्ट ऑफ लक and also requesting for join the litigation, and you will enjoy that adventure, correct? And I am also congratulating the successful team and all participants in that moot court. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honorable Lordship, for sharing your vast experiences and enlightening us with your impeccable knowledge. Sir has advised us about the significance of today and how the Constitution shaped the lives of Indian citizens and shared an insight of Chanakya. It was indeed very insightful. Strength and growth comes only through continuous effort and struggle. We are profusely elated to have with us our institute's pillar of strength, Dr. Nand Kishore Garg ji.
आदरणीय डॉक्टर नंद किशोर गर्ग जी एक बहुआयामी व्यक्तित्व के धनी, एक प्रबुद्ध विचारक, सुधीर समाज सेवी एवं कर्मठ शिक्षाविद हैं। आप हम सबके लिए एक प्रेरणा स्रोत हैं। आपके कुशल नेतृत्व और संरक्षण में हमारा संस्थान उच्च शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में निरंतर प्रगति के मार्ग पर अग्रसर है। आपके दिशा निर्देशन में संस्थान उच्च आदर्शों और संवेद मूल्यों पर आधारित समाज की परिकल्पना में अपना सक्रिय योगदान दे रहा है। अब मैं महाराजा अग्रसेन टेक्निकल एजुकेशन सोसाइटी के संस्थापक अध्यक्ष, प्रमुख सलाहकार और कुलाधिपति महाराजा अग्रसेन विश्वविद्यालय बद्दी डॉक्टर नंद किशोर गर्ग जी को स्वागत संबोधन हेतु आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी।
नमस्कार। हमारे बीच उपस्थित दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट के न्यायाधीश श्री सीडी सिंह जी, चक्रधारी सिंह जी, सचिन दत्ता जी, ताशकंद उज्बेकिस्तान से आए हुए प्रोफेसर अमानुल्ला मुखा, मुझे लगता है जो मुखो शब्द आया कहीं न कहीं वो हमारी संस्कृत से जुड़ा हुआ है। जैसे मुखोपाध्याय जो आजकल जिनको आप मुखर्जी बोलते हैं, जिनको मुख से सारी चीज़ें याद थी। और ताशकंद का और हमारा संबंध बहुत पुराना है। मध्य एशिया लगभग भारत के मूल रूप से जो भारत था उसका हिस्सा रहा है। ये सारे ही जो कंट्री हैं जो रूस से अलग हुए थे। आज 26 नवंबर भारत का संविधान जिस दिन हमने अडॉप्ट किया, समर्पित किया, और इसको कोई जानता नहीं था 5-6 साल पहले तक। इतिहास के किसी एक छोटे से पन्ने पे लिखा गया था, परंतु शायद उसको उजागर होने में समय लग गया 70 साल के आसपास। संविधान सभा बनी, जैसा बताया उसमें राव साहब का कंट्रीब्यूशन, 60 देशों के संविधान का स्टडी किया उन्होंने, और 10 देशों से लगभग उसको कट पेस्ट करके कहूँगा, यदि थोड़ी क्रूड भाषा में कहें तो इंडिया इंडिपेंडेंस एक्ट जो था 1935 का, मूल रूप से उसी को लेकर और एक कोशिश की गई 3 साल में कितनी हो सकती थी वो कोशिश की गई, और हमारे सामने एक भारत का संविधान जो डायनेमिज्म है, उसमें समय की धारा में वो कसौटी में खरा उतरा है। 100 से ज़्यादा उसमें संशोधन होने के बाद, और पहला संशोधन तो शायद पहले 1-1.5 साल में ही हो गया, उसके बावजूद उस संविधान ने भारत की एकता को सुनिश्चित किया है। जो हमारा मैं राष्ट्र की एकता और अखंडता जो प्रियम्बल में शब्द है वो मैं समझता हूँ सर्वोपरि होना चाहिए। परंतु शायद कई न्यायाधीश इसमें भी लेफ्ट लीनिंग के होकर और जो महाराष्ट्र के उस कांड में लीनियंस से कई बार दिखा देते हैं कि तो 95% चल फिर नहीं सकता आदमी इसलिए दया का पात्र है, परंतु उसके ऊपर भी टिप्पणी माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के न्यायाधीश ने बहुत अच्छी की कि ब्रेन वाइज ही 100%, और कोई भी आदमी खुराफात करने के लिए ब्रेन ज़्यादा चाहिए, उसको फिजिकल मूवमेंट नहीं चाहिए। तो मुझे लगता है कि दोनों धाराएं चल रही हैं, परिवर्तन का दौर है। भारत के संविधान को अंबेडकर जी ने भी यही कहा था कि कैसा होगा कि जैसे लोग चलाने वाले होंगे वैसा ही संविधान होगा। तो चलाने वाले लोग बदलते रहे हैं। मेरे को भी लॉ इसलिए करना पड़ा है कि मैं जब इस संविधान की कुछ धाराओं को जिनको हम बड़ा प्रोमिनेंटली करते हैं वो स्थगित कर दी गई थी 1975 में, तो उसका विरोध करने के लिए हम लोगों ने जयप्रकाश नारायण जी के पीछे चलकर उसका विरोध किया, तिहाड़ जेल गए और आकर मुझे लगा कि मैं MSc ज़रूर हूँ साइंस में, लॉ करना आवश्यक रहेगा यदि लड़ना भिड़ना है और देश को समझना है। और उस समय तक जितने भी अच्छे नेता थे वो ज़्यादातर लॉ की पृष्ठभूमि से आए हुए थे। जवाहरलाल नेहरू हों, सरदार पटेल हों, महात्मा जी हों, राजेंद्र प्रसाद हों, जो भी अच्छे लोग थे, अम्बेडकर जी तो हैं ही। तो हमें लगा कि हमें लॉ करना चाहिए। तो मेरे इसी यूनिवर्सिटी से मैंने भी 1980 में, जहाँ दोनों हमारे न्यायाधीश ने पढ़ाई की है, वो वहीं से मैंने 1980 में 77 से 80 में लॉ किया। और जस्टिस सिंह साहब तो हंसराज कॉलेज बताया, तो उस नाते भी हम हंसराज कॉलेज के भी साथी हो गए। न्याय व्यवस्था कैसी हो, न्याय व्यवस्था के लिए मनुस्मृति से लेकर याज्ञवल्क्य तक कितनी हमारी चीज़ें भरी पड़ी हैं जिनको हमने कभी टच भी नहीं किया। इवन चाणक्य को कोट किया अभी हमारे न्यायाधीश जी ने। चाणक्य ने जो कुछ लिखा है 2500 साल पहले, उसके अंदर भी लोगों का मानना है कि चाणक्य पहले मानते थे भी या नहीं थे, क्योंकि इस देश में प्रश्न उठाना, अभिव्यक्ति की स्वतंत्रता जरूर से ज़्यादा शायद मिल गई, क्योंकि एज ए होल हम यदि भारत के संविधान की प्रस्तावना पढ़ें तो चीज़ें समझ में आ जाए। परंतु दुर्भाग्य है, आज मैं पूछूंगी संविधान सभा के पहले अध्यक्ष कौन थे, तो शायद ही कोई हाथ खड़ा हो सके, सारे लॉ के स्टूडेंट। बता सकते कोई? संविधान सभा जो बनी तो उसके पहले इंटरिम अध्यक्ष कह सकते हो आप, कौन थे? एक व्यक्ति ने बोला, वो इंग्लैंड से पढ़ के आए थे, सर भी थे, वेल एजुकेटेड थे, पर कितने लोगों को नाम मालूम है? क्योंकि इस देश का ये भी दुर्भाग्य है कि जाति जिसकी जितनी मजबूत या संख्या में ज़्यादा होगी उसकी राजनीतिक मान्यता उतनी ही ज़्यादा हो जाती है। सचिदानंद सिन्हा, डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद बाई चांस वो 0.5% वाली आबादी में होंगे, जो कायस्थ के रूप में देखें तो बहुत थोड़े हैं, इसलिए उनका कोई फॉलोवर उतने नहीं है। कितने ही ब्रिलियंट थे, कितने ही महान थे। 10 साल राष्ट्रपति एक ही व्यक्ति रहा, अपने हाथ से कताई करके, बुनाई करके कपड़ों को प्रयोग करने वाला, और राष्ट्रपति भवन जिस दिन छोड़ा उस दिन अपना मकान भी नहीं था, जबकि बहुत बढ़िया प्रैक्टिसिंग लॉयर रहे। और जब उनकी मृत्यु हुई तो एक ऐसे कमरे में हुई जहाँ पर सीलन भरा कमरा था, जिसके कारण से उनका सांस की बीमारी बढ़ी थी। ये देश के कुछ दुर्भाग्य उनमें से ये भी। गांधी जी महान थे, जिन्होंने भारत की पहली सरकार जब बनी तो 14 कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर में से 7 कांग्रेस के लोग थे, इस कांग्रेस पृष्ठभूमि के, और 7 लोग बिना कांग्रेस की पृष्ठभूमि के लोग थे। यह बात भी हमें कहीं टेक्स्ट बुक में या पढ़ने पढ़ाने में नहीं लाई जाती। क्यों नहीं लाई जाती? ये पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग के लिए ज़रूरी है। आखिर 7 लोग गांधी जी ने इंसिस्ट किया, और उनमें से ब्राइटेस्ट स्टार डॉक्टर अम्बेडकर एक थे, डॉक्टर श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी दूसरे थे, सरदार बलदेव सिंह जी तीसरे थे, जॉन मथाई चौथे थे, इसी ढंग से तमिलनाडु के चेट्टियार थे। ये लोग क्यों थे? अपने अपने क्षेत्र के एक्सपर्ट थे। उनके कारण से भारत की सरकार जो इंटरिम गवर्नमेंट बनी उसने सफलताएं प्राप्त की। ये मैं इसलिए ध्यान दिला रहा हूँ कि इसके अंदर भी जो इस समाजवादी शब्द जबरदस्ती 75 में जोड़ा गया। पंथ निरपेक्ष का भी एक भला हो लक्ष्मणमल सिंघवी का, जो एक हिंदी में सही शब्द ले आए कि सेकुलरिज्म एक अनडिफाइंड शब्द है पूरे यूरोप में, अमेरिका में, सो कॉल्ड एडवांस कंट्री में, जिसका कोई मीनिंग नहीं है, वो सेकुलरिज्म शब्द है। परंतु उसको हिंदी में उन्होंने धर्म निरपेक्ष नहीं किया, पंथ निरपेक्ष किया। अब डॉक्टर LM सिंघवी के बारे में भी आप बहुत कम लोग जानते हैं, इंटरनेशनल फेम के जूरिस्ट, जिनका हिंदी संस्कृत में भी उतना ही कमांड था, भारत के वांग्मय पे कमांड था, इसलिए वो इंटरनेशनल लेवल के भारत के हाई कमिश्नर भी रहे। और ये आजकल सिंघवी जो है इनके पिताश्री थे। मैं इसलिए बता रहा हूँ, थोड़ा थोड़ा अध्ययन किताबों से दाएं बाएं का भी आपको करना होगा। आउट ऑफ बॉक्स थिंकिंग के लिए किताबी ज्ञान से थोड़ा आपको हटके दाएं बाएं सोचना होगा, उसमें विचार करना होगा। और निर्णय देने में दोनों जस्टिस साहब ने कहा कि लिटिगेंट्स बने आप, और मैं कहता हूँ लिटिगेंट तो बन जाएंगे, विवाद करने वाले मिल जाएंगे, संवाद करके समाधान करने वाले भी आप में से ही लोग निकले। इस देश को समाधान की आवश्यकता है। विवाद तो रोज हमारे मीडिया ही बहुत खड़े कर देता है, सारे चैनल ही विवाद खड़े करते हैं। 10 दिन से एक काम मिल गया श्रद्धा का, उसी में सब लगे रहेंगे और अंत में फिर कह देंगे लैक ऑफ एविडेंस था, या कंक्लूडिंग नहीं था। किसी जज साहब को लगेगा तो वो छोड़ भी देगा, क्योंकि हम इंडियन इंग्लिश एक्ट को फॉलो कर रहे हैं, जहाँ कह रहे हैं हजारों गुनहगार बच जाएं तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, एक भी बेगुनाह को कोई सजा नहीं मिलनी चाहिए। क्या बड़ी रेश होती है। दूसरी तरफ वो लोग कहते हैं जो जिनका संविधान या जिनकी कुरान कहती है कि हाथ काट दिए जाएं, पैर काट दिए जाएं, कोड़ों की सजा दी जाए, वो अपना लागू रखना चाहते हैं कुछ हिस्से को। तो अभी फुल ऑफ कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन है भारत। यहाँ की जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने शायद ये मान लिया कि मैं सुप्रीम हर चीज़ में, जबकि सुप्रीम तो संविधान है या भारत की जनता है। 130 करोड़ लोग जो अकाउंटेबल हैं, जो अपना प्रतिनिधि चुन के भेजते हैं, जिनके ऊपर हर साल 2 साल में चुनाव होता है, जिनके ऊपर आक्षेप हो सकते हैं, जिनकी जांच हो सकती है, वो सुप्रीम नहीं है। संविधान सुप्रीम नहीं है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में कोई जज साहब पहुंच गए, मैं माफ़ी चाहूँगा, ये भी पहुँचे अच्छा लगेगा, वो अपने आप को सर्वोच्च ही समझने लग जाए और फिर टेंशन क्रिएट हो, छोटी छोटी बात टेंशन क्रिएट करके क्या मैसेज दे रहे हैं। कल बहुत ठीक कहा इस देश के कानून मंत्री, जजेस साहब का काम जजमेंट देना है, लिखना है। ये फालतू के कमेंट्स करके हेडलाइंस चुराना और मीडिया में केवल मेरा नाम आ जाए और हेडलाइन में आ जाए, उससे इस देश के अंदर टेंशन क्रिएट हो। तो कौन ध्यान रखेगा इसको। जस्टिस सुलभ हो, सबको मिले, परंतु 11 लाख रुपए एक बार की पेशी के लेने वाला वकील तुरंत अपनी बात को सुनवाई कर देता है, और मेरे जैसा कोई छोटा मोटा वकील खड़ा हो तो उसकी कोई सुनेगा नहीं। इस देश की भाषा पिछले 1000 साल से न्याय की भाषा, प्रशासन की भाषा आम जनता से कटी हुई है। पहले उर्दू फारसी थी, उसके बाद इंग्लिश आ गई। आम आदमी को मालूम ही नहीं कि इंग्लिश की ABC भी नहीं पता, वो भी बेचारा खड़ा है। जज साहब क्या बोल रहे हैं उसे नहीं मालूम, वकील साहब ने क्या बोला उसे नहीं मालूम। तो कब आएंगी ये चीज़ें। गुलामी के चिन्ह हटाने की कोशिश हुई है शुरू, परंतु कोशिशें इस स्पीड से बहुत दिन लग जाएंगे। बहुत स्पीड की आवश्यकता है। हम अपना स्वतंत्रता, तो तंत्र मेरा हो, तंत्र दूसरे की। गाड़ी इंग्लैंड की बनी हुई है, चलाने वाले हम कितने ही बढ़िया हों, वो मॉडल तो पुराना ही रहेगा। वहाँ अलिखित चीज़ों के ऊपर चल सकती है, देश चल रहा है, और हमारी लिखित होने के बाद भी, सारी चीज़ों के होने के बाद भी दिक्कतें हैं। अब ये दिक्कतें मिलजुल कर इकट्ठा सबने सॉल्व करनी। आखिर इस संविधान ने टाइम टेस्टेड हो गया, परिवर्तन चाहिए थे वो हुए हैं। राजनीतिक न्याय मिला है, थोड़ा सामाजिक भी मिला है, आर्थिक न्याय मिलने की ओर हम बढ़ रहे हैं। और 25 साल का जो टारगेट है 2047 तक, हमने अपने आप को आर्थिक न्याय भी देना है, और एक दूसरे से जुड़े हुए हैं। आप अकेला सामाजिक न्याय नहीं कर सकते, आरक्षण देते हैं तो दूसरी तरफ टेंशन आती है। आर्थिक उसमें आरक्षण दे तो भी टेंशन क्रिएट करने वाले लोग हैं, जबकि माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय ने उसको सही ठहराया। उसके बाद फिर रिव्यू पिटीशन। फालतू चीज़ों के लिए कोर्टों में टाइम है, दूसरे कामों के लिए नहीं है। इतने लिटिगेशन PIL करने वाले प्रोफेशनल लोग, एक्सप्लॉइटर लोग, एक दूसरे को नीचा दिखाने में लगे हुए लोग, वो कोर्टों में जब छा जाते हैं तो दूसरा वकील बेचारा जो नया जाएगा उसको सुप्रीम कोर्ट के अंदर घुसने में भी वो आती है दिक्कत। चैम्बर लेना वो तो बहुत दूर की बात है। इतने सौभाग्यशाली सब नहीं है कि अरुण जेटली जैसा कोई व्यक्ति मिल जाए जो सजेस्ट करता। इसलिए बहुत टेढ़ा काम है। मल्टीनेशनल में इसीलिए ज़्यादा जा रहे हैं कि तनख्वाहें बढ़िया, किसी कोई झंझट नहीं, पैकेज अच्छा मिल जाएगा, अपना राय वगैरह दे देंगे, काम चलेगा। पर इन सब के बावजूद अच्छे न्यायाधीशों की आवश्यकता है, अच्छे वकीलों की आवश्यकता है। वकील अच्छे में मैं अगर आज भी कोई नाम लेना तो हरीश साल्वे का नाम मैं गर्व से लेता हूँ कि जो भारत के लिए बिना फीस के भी लंदन में मुकदमा लड़ सकता है। पालकी वाला का नाम लेता हूँ, सिर झुकता है रिस्पेक्ट। दूसरी तरफ ऐसे भी लोग हैं जो पर डे की रिसीट 1 करोड़ रुपए वाले हैं, और टैक्स देने में उनकी यदि फाइलें दिखा दी जाए पॉलिटिकल लोगों की तरह, जिसने जीवन में कोई काम नहीं किया, कभी नौकरी नहीं की, उनके पास 10,000 करोड़ के एसेट्स हैं, तो इस देश की व्यवस्थाएं क्या कर रही हैं? क्यों मैंने सिक्के के दोनों पहलू देखे, राजनीति में भी रहा हूँ, सरकारों में भी रहा हूँ, अच्छी चीज़ों का भी पता है, बुरी का भी पता है, पर अच्छी चीज़ें ज़्यादा हैं। परंतु एक स्याही का धब्बा सफ़ेद कमीज पर लग जाए तो दूर से दिखता है। इसलिए हम अच्छे हैं, अच्छे दिखें, अच्छे काम करें, देश सर्वोपरि हो, और देश में भी देश की एकता और अखंडता सर्वोपरि हो। बंधुता जब भी आएगी, बंधुता के माध्यम से एकता बनी रहे, ये भी जरूरी है। परंतु अच्छे अच्छे शब्द अमेरिका के कुछ ले लिए, कुछ फ्रांस के ले लिए, उससे केवल काम नहीं चलने वाला, भाव होनी चाहिए। भावों में अभी फ्यूडिलिटी है, इक्वलिटी की बात हम जरूर करते हैं, परंतु होने में बहुत समय लगता है। इसलिए न्याय व्यवस्था हमारी चुस्त दुरुस्त हो, कम से कम मुकदमे हों। मुकदमे क्यों होते हैं उनके कारण ढूंढे जाएं। सॉफ्टवेयर और टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से इनके सॉल्यूशन हो सकते हैं। आखिर हर सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जज कहता है कि मैं घटाऊंगा, बेचारा हटता है उस दिन, फिर कहता है घटे तो नहीं। परंतु जस्टिस ललित ने और इसके बाद जो किया कुछ, कि स्वयं 9 बजे से बैठते हैं, काम करते हैं, फ्यूडल ये सारी सोच हटनी होगी। अंग्रेजों की तरह छुट्टियाँ ज़्यादा, वर्किंग डे कम, ये सब अब हटाने की आवश्यकता है। इस एज में जाके सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जा रहे हैं, बच्चे बड़े हो गए हैं, वेल सेटल्ड हैं। मेरे कई दोस्त रहे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के ना, जी हम यहाँ बूढ़े बुढ़िया हैं, 8 एकड़ की कोठी दे रखी है, हमें इससे अच्छा मेडिकल हेल्प ज़्यादा दे दें, इकट्ठा को यहाँ पर पूल हो टाइप वाइप करने वाले, रात को भी हम बुलाएं तो आ जाएं। वो सुविधाएँ बढ़नी चाहिए। कल हमें इतने बड़े मकान की कहाँ ज़रूरत है? उसकी बात में दम है, मैं नाम नहीं ले रहा, रिटायर्ड हैं। इसलिए बहुत परिवर्तन करने की आवश्यकता है। परिवर्तन हमारे यहाँ से शुरू होना चाहिए। सोच में परिवर्तन आएगा, इस लोकतंत्र को परिपक्व करना है। और सबसे बड़ी आवश्यकता, जो बाकी सब सुधार हो रहे हैं, न्याय प्रणाली में सुधार की आवश्यकता है। उसको अब कोई डिनाई नहीं कर सकता। परंतु न्यायपालिका में बैठे लोग ये कहेंगे हम चुनाव सुधार भी हम ये करेंगे, जबकि चुनाव के लिए भारत आज जाना जाता है पूरे विश्व में। मैं TN सेशन के टाइम से भी जानता हूँ, कई सुधारों के करने में मेरा भी योगदान है, जो ट्रांसपेरेंसी के ऑन रिकॉर्ड है। परंतु वो भी सुधार होने चाहिए, हुए हैं और होने चाहिए। परंतु अपने अंदर इंट्रोस्पेक्शन भी हम सबको करना होगा। मेरी उंगली दूसरे की तरफ है तो मेरी 4 उंगली मेरी तरफ होनी चाहिए। यदि ये भावना लेके चलेंगे तो मैं समझता हूँ कि हम सब इस देश को एक मजबूत, सार्वभौम, संपन्न राष्ट्र बनाने में 2047 तक विश्व की ऊपर की 3, हर दृष्टि से ऊपर की 3 नेशन में हमारा नाम हो। हम गर्व से कह सके हम सब भारतीय हैं। हजारों साल की परंपरा हमारे पीछे है। इसी बात को नंदलाल बोस के माध्यम से, मोहन जोदाड़ा से लेकर सारे चित्रों के माध्यम से, 20 चित्रों के माध्यम से संविधान में जो दिए हैं वो फिर से अब सार्वजनिक हैं, हटाए नहीं गए थे। एक साजिश के तहत छिपाए गए थे कि उनको छापना बंद कर दिया था, परंतु वो पब्लिक डोमेन में थे, हैं। और भटनागर जी तो जो लोकसभा में रहे हैं 30-40 साल, इनके माध्यम से हमने वो सारी चीज़ें यहाँ भी इकट्ठी की हैं। आप सब लोग एक अच्छा इंसान बनते हुए अच्छे वकील बने, अच्छे पढ़ाने वाले बने। आखिर अच्छे लॉ के प्रोफेसर भी चाहिए ना। प्रोफेसर बेचारा आज भी लाख 2 लाख में रह जाता है, उसका पढ़ाया हुआ आदमी पढ़े कि 2 लाख 5 लाख 10 लाख में होता है, उसको उससे कोई जेलसी नहीं है। अध्यापक को कभी जेलसी नहीं होती कि मेरा स्टूडेंट तो मेरे से 100 गुना ज़्यादा कमा रहा है, उसको लगता है कि मेरा अच्छा है। परंतु वो अच्छा इंसान होना चाहिए, देश के लिए सोचने वाला होना चाहिए, गरीबों के भी हफ्ते में 1-2 केस लेता रहे, लोगों को न्याय दिलाता रहे। और हम लोग इसके लिए लगे हुए हैं, लीगल एड सोसाइटी और जो चीज़ हमारे जुम्मे हैं, 5 गांव भी हमें दिए थे, वो भी लिटरेसी, लीगल लिटरेसी, उस सब के लिए हमारे रजनी जी के नेतृत्व में पीके गुप्ता जी और हमारे सभी लॉ के जो प्रोफेसर हैं वो सब इस काम के लिए लगे हुए हैं। हमारा 2000 का इंटेक है यहाँ पर ईयर का, सारे सब्जेक्ट्स का। 10,000 विद्यार्थी हैं जिनको आज हम पढ़ा रहे हैं। महाराजा अग्रसेन जी के बारे में बहुत कम लोगों को मालूम होगा, पर महाभारत काल में पांडवों की तरफ से जिन्होंने युद्ध किया था उनमें महाराजा अग्रसेन अपने पिता के साथ थे। कृष्णकालीन है और 5000 साल पुरानी उनकी जो लेगेसी है उसको मानते हुए हम पूरे देश में शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में, स्वास्थ्य के क्षेत्र में बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन कर रहे हैं। देश में अच्छे से अच्छे वैज्ञानिक, मिसाइल में नारायण अग्रवाल से लेकर अच्छे से अच्छे एडवोकेट, अच्छे से अच्छे डॉक्टर्स और IPS IAS की भरमार है। चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट में 40% होंगे। हम जातिवाद में विश्वास नहीं करते, इस देश के सर्वांगीण विकास के लिए समर्पित हैं। हमारा 1000 से ज़्यादा लोगों का ये ट्रस्ट है, किसी फैमिली का नहीं है, किसी व्यक्ति का नहीं है, सब मिलकर इस राष्ट्र को परम वैभव पर ले जाने के लिए एक भावना लेकर हम चलते हैं। भगवान हमें आशीष दे, आप हमें सहयोग देते रहें, इस पथ पर चलने में हम सफल हों। जय हिंद।
Thank you so much, sir, for apprising us about the relation between Tashkent and India, along with briefing us about your erudite experience filled with anecdotes and life lessons.
लोहा जितना तपता है उतनी ही ताकत भरता है। सोने को जितनी आग लगे वो उतना प्रखर निकलता है। हीरे पर जितनी धार लगे वो उतना खूब चमकता है। मिट्टी का बर्तन पकता है तब धुन पर खूब खनकता है। सूरज जैसा बनना है तो सूरज जितना तनना होगा। नदियों का आदर पाना है तो पर्वत छोड़ निकलना होगा। और हम भारत माँ के बेटे हैं, क्यों सोचे राह सफल होगी। कुछ ज़्यादा वक्त लगेगा पर संघर्ष ज़रूर सफल होगा। हर एक संकट का हल होगा, वो आज नहीं तो कल होगा, वो आज नहीं तो कल होगा।
And finally, the much awaited moment in every participant's life, as it gives the return to the efforts put in by them throughout their competition. It is a moment full of joy, a moment about pride and accomplishment, a moment of celebration. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments. It fills the heart with mixed feelings of fulfillment, anxiety, and eagerness. As intimidated by the student convener of the Moot Court Society, the winning team shall receive an award, a cash prize of Rs 35,000. The runner-up team shall receive a cash prize of Rs 25,000. Best researcher, best speaker and best memorial shall receive a cash prize of Rs 5,000 each. I now request Dr. Swati Bajaj Seth ma'am, faculty member, Moot Court Society, and Mr. Surya Saxena, faculty member, Moot Court Society, to announce the names of the winners. And I request our honorable chief guest to honor them with their prizes.
A very good evening to one and all present here in the celebration of Constitution Day and the valedictory ceremony of our MAIMS 3rd National Moot Court Competition. Mooting is a replicated court proceedings where student teams are presented with a legal problem that they are required to argue before the judges or a panel of judges. It is about developing your capacity to argue persuasively on a point of law. But for a successful moot court competition, we require an impressive, well-drafted and intellectual moot proposition. And for that, I would like to request Dr. Anant Vijaymaria, who have drafted the moot proposition for our third national moot court competition, to please come over the stage. And I would like to request our dignitaries to kindly applaud Dr. Anant Vijaymaria with the token of gratitude. Thank you, sir. I request you to please stay here for the other awards. Now, I feel it a privilege and I am very happy to announce the results of third national moot court competition. But before announcing the winner, I would like to call upon the semi-finalists over the stage to receive their certificates. TC 29, University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, Mr. Shaurya Rana, Mr. Sain and Mr. Alok Singh. TC 15, Ramaiya College of Law, Ms. Lavanya, Ms. Vaishnavi Nair and Ms. Shreya. Please have a round of applause for our both semi-finalists. Now, before announcing the name of the winner, I would like to announce the name of three special awards, one for the Best Speaker, Best Researcher and Best Memorial. Though the teams are not among us today, but I would like you to please have a round of applause for TC23 for the Best Speaker Award, Mr. Raghav Bharat from Amity Law School, Mumbai. TC38, Mr. R.N. Clement from Christ University, Delhi NCR for the award of Best Researcher. And for the Best Memorial, we have TC03, Mr. Apritam Mishra, Ms. Ritu Bhandari and Mr. Navneet Shankar Pandey from the Law College, Dehradun. And now the most awaited time, and again before announcing the result, I would like to request both the finalist team, TC22 and TC48, to come over the stage. Yes, so I hope both the teams are here with us. So the best team and the winner of our third national moot court competition is TC22 Symbiosis Law School, Noida. Please have a round of applause. Congratulations everyone. And TC48, the runner-up team who have won the cash prize worth rupees 25,000 and the winner's cash prize is rupees 35,000. Yes, sir. I request the organizing team to please bring the trophy for the runner-up team, TC48, School of Indian Legal Thoughts, Kerala. Also the check worth rupees 25,000 for our runner-up team.
Many congratulations to all the participants. As per our director, ma'am, Professor Rajini Malhotra Dhingra, no event is successful without the keen efforts of students. I request the whole MCS society, Moot Court Society, to please come on stage for certificate of appreciation. Ms. Krishna Chopra, student convener, please come on stage. A big round of applause, please. Mr. Prince Grover, co-convener. Ms. Simrit Chadda, secretary of MCS. Ms. Anshumita, joint secretary of MCS. Ms. Vinita Agarwal, Sejwal, IT head. Ms. Sonika, PR head. Ms. Soumya Tiwari. Ms. Soumya Tiwari, sponsorship head. Mr. Avinash Singh, logistics. Ms. Sonali Agarwal, treasurer. Ms. Ifra Parvez, reporting head. Ms. Riya Bansal, reporting head. Certificates, quickly. Yes, yes. Court masters. Court master. Best Court Master Muhammad Ali Azam. Is he here? Please come. Here. Second court, best court master, Ayushi Yadav. Miss Ayushi Yadav. Last, Mr. Sarthak Agarwal, Scouting Committee. Please come. I hope this spirit of hard work will be continued in future as well. Along with this, on 29th and 30th of September 2022, Department of Law MAIMS had organized an international conference on IPR, technology and competition law. I request the faculty members and student committee to please come on stage. Ms. Tanvi Gera. Ms. Tanvi Gera, certificate. Mr. Mukesh Kalwani. Ms. Arushi Agarwal. Any students? Ms. Grishita. Mr. Prince. Mr. Prince, are you there? Ms. Vinita. Mr. Shivam Sethi. Ms. Mimansa. Also, I request the dignitaries to please applaud the efforts of Dr. Anant Vijay Maria for conducting the panel discussion for IPTC 2022. And lastly, it's me, Dr. Nisha Dhanraj Devani, the convener of IPT.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and all the dignitaries. Now I request all the dignitaries to take their seats in the first row. So please, in the first row. Pride for our institution and the Department of Law as well. Please give a big round of applause to Kashish Khatri, a second-year law student of our
कोई धन है क्या तेरी धूल से बढ़ के, तेरी धूप से रोशन, तेरी हवा पे जिंदा, तू बाग है मेरा, मैं तेरा परिंदा। पल ये कहना चाहिए, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए। सिलसिला ये बात मेरे यूं ही चलना चाहिए, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए। वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूं जहाँ मैं याद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ।
A very good and warm evening to Honorable Mr. Justice Chandradhari Singh, Chief Guest of the Day, Honorable Mr. Justice Sachin Datta, Guest of Honor, Professor Amanullah from Tashkent Law University, Dr. Nandkishore Ji, Founder, Chair and Chancellor, Maharaja Agrawal University, Baddi, Shri T.R. Garg, General Secretary, Shri Mohan Kumar Garg, Joint General Secretary, Shri Rajneesh Gupta Ji, Secretary MAIMS, Professor Dr. S.K. Garg, Director General MAIMS, Professor Dr. G.P. Govil, Advisor MAIMS, HOD of various departments, faculty members, my dear students and participants. The presence of distinguished legal luminaries, magnificent personalities who are radiating the light of knowledge and inspiring the young generation of budding advocates made this extraordinary day more beautiful and enthusiastic. All our guests are institution in themselves, and we wholeheartedly salute you for your dedication, commitment and knowledge. As we are celebrating the Constitution Day, it is pertinent for us to abide the duty first before we talk about our rights. Education is a manifestation of the perfection already in man. Religion is the manifestation of divinity already in man. Therefore, the only duty of the teacher in both cases is to remove all the obstruction from the way. As an institution, we firmly believe and follow the ideal of Swami Vivekananda Ji and consider us duty bound to provide a student best of the opportunity to make them ready for the court as well as to make them socially relevant. As we believe that हमें ऐसी शिक्षा चाहिए जिससे चरित्र बने, मानसिक विकास हो, बुद्धि का विकास हो और मनुष्य अपने पैरों पर खड़ा हो सके. To develop this logical and argumentative skill of our youth, we are organizing mock trial competition, alternate dispute resolution and client counseling competition in collaboration with NALSA that was graced this year by Honorable Mr. Justice Yuju Lalit and Honorable Mr. Justice A.M. Khanvilkar, and we are also organizing moot court on regular basis. This 3-day event has saw the huge response from all over India. We received 49 entries from reputed institutions like Maharashtra National Law University, Symbiosis Law School Noida, UPS School of Law Dehradun, etc. I also appreciate the commitment that has been shown by the budding advocates to follow and abide the philosophy of the Constitution, as democratic society is based on values like liberty, equality, fraternity, and dignity of the individual, and only educated and responsible youth can guarantee the same. Logical, creative, and constructive minds are the root for the growth of any democratic nation, and competition like moot court is an effort to provide the platform to the young mind to delve into a given problem and to defend the case of the given side in logical manner. I congratulate all the participants as they are performing the very essential duty prescribed in the Constitution, and that is to strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity, so that nation constantly can rise to the higher level of endeavor and achievements. So by participating in the moot court, you are striving towards becoming a good, ethical and excellent advocate who knows how to protect his and her right, and yes, of course, rights of the other. The journey of learning will be incomplete without the guidance of the learned people like Honorable Mr. Justice Chandradhari Singh, who readily accepted our invitation. This shows that Honorable Lordship dedication towards students in particular and society in general. I am indebted to you, sir, for sharing valuable views with our students. Sir highlighted that there is a need to follow Chanakya dictum. Sir highlighted how India successfully handled the pandemic situation, and sir, thanks for reminding the mantra given by Father of Nation that must be followed by every Indian, especially by the law professional. And as sir said, but I will say in different words, that karat karat abhyas ke hot chikne paad. So persistent effort is required to attain success. Thank you so much, sir. I also thank Honorable Mr. Justice Sachin Datta for gracing this event. Sir, thanks for appreciating the effort taken by the Institute. Thanks for telling that it is the clarity of thought along with knowledge and persistent effort that is necessary to excel in legal profession. Thank you so much, sir. I also thank Professor Amanullah from Tashkent University. Sir told us that Indian Constitution has been translated to Uzbek language. I thank you, sir, for this initiative. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you. Nothing big can be achieved without the blessings of the elders. I thank Dr. Nandkishore Garg for sparing his valuable time despite the busy schedule to bless the students with his rich experience. Sir, your constant support is a guiding light for all of us. I am highly indebted to you for sparing the time. और आपका जो मैसेज है देश सर्वोपरि है और इसमें सुधार होना चाहिए, और हम इसी कोशिश करते रहेंगे ताकि हम अपने बच्चों को ऐसा बनाएं कि वो जब यहाँ से पास आउट होके जाएं तो वो देश के सुधार के लिए कुछ करें. धन्यवाद सर. I also thank Shri T.R. Garg ji, Shri Mohan Kumar Garg ji and Shri Rajneesh Gupta ji for gracing this event. I thank Professor Dr. S.K. Garg, Director General MAIMS, for his guidance on each and every step we take. And sir, thanks for highlighting the importance of the day. Thank you so much, sir. I also thank my team consisting of Dr. Nisha Dhanraj Divani, Dr. Swati Bajaj Seth, Ms. Madhura Mohan, Ms. Sunidhi, Ms. Akanksha, and I also thanks various HODs of various departments that are the think tank of this college. So thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much. I also thank the student team without whom this event could not be organized. Girishita Chopra, Prince Grover, Samriti Chadda, Anshumita, Vinita, Sonika, Ritika, Somya, Avinash, Sonali, Ria, Ifraz. And I also thanks the technical team, the team who is in F&B committee, in escorting committee. I have missed some names and I apologize for the same. And I also thanks to the sponsors who played a great role in organizing this event. That is Advocate Sangam Khetrapal, SEC and EDC, Law Octopus and Law Octopus Law School. Thank you so much.